became a busker about exactly 1 year ago. It was actually quite a funny story. I got £50 from my mum, and then I lost it on the bus. And this was when I've been playing the guitar for about 4 years at this time. And I thought that was meant to be my money for the month, and I thought I needed to, I couldn't tell her, and I needed to sort of make that money back. So I went to Lewisham Shopping Centre, sat there for like half an hour. I ended up making about £10 in half an hour, which I thought was quite good. And then I got kicked off that sort of space, and then I went onto the high street and I made a bit more money there. It's not all about the money I make. If I do a particularly good performance or a performance I'm content with, then I'd be very happy to go home regardless of however much money I've made. I mean, people walk past and they say, oh sorry, I haven't got any change. I tell them it's fine, and then you get the very frequent, just nod of acceptance, like, I appreciate your music. and then I just say thank you, and it's just a nice moment. I started writing songs a while ago, so I have about 3 albums worth of songs, but yeah, I would like to actually play some of my songs while I'm busking. I think that would be nice. A few weeks ago, I was actually busking in Lewisham for about 4 hours, and me and my friend, we made £240, which is the most we've ever made in one sitting. I don't know why we went on for 4 hours. We can feel our fingers by the end of it. I think one thing about it that makes it kind of fun but also dangerous is that it's so inconsistent. So I mean, I'm truly at the mercy of the generosity of everyone around me. Yeah, which is very humbling, but it's quite nice. Before I got into my teens, I started listening to a lot of Bob Dylan, Paolo Nutini, Nick Drake, Ben Howard, of course. I was at Oxford Street about a week ago, and I met this guy who said he was busking, and he was a very good busker, and he said he'd been to court 4 times because he'd been busking, and I think that would be the one thing that would make me quit sort of getting in any kind of legal trouble. Quite a few police officers have threatened to arrest me because it is an arrestable offence. Oh well, they say it is. It's sort of a grey area. But I mean, but most of them are actually quite nice about it. The last lady, she said she wasn't really interested in babysitting a couple of teenagers, and she goes home at 4, so that was purely the reason she didn't arrest us, which I think was a nice reason. It started becoming slightly tedious, I think maybe a few months ago, but then something quite remarkable happened. I was busking in Peckham, and this guy, he walks past me and he says he likes my sound, and he asks if he can go home, get his saxophone and play with me. I'm like, sure. I keep playing there for like 10 minutes, and then he comes back, and he's the best saxophone player I've ever seen. Like, he's unbelievably good. And he's so young, and he goes to the Brit school, and he's so talented, and we've done so much work with each other now.
Away from us now, oh, further away from us now.
My goal would probably be just playing music full time and being able to live off that. So I definitely don't want to be famous. That was part of what made busking so appealing to many people, the fact that it was sort of, edgy, and it was sort of not really legal, but it wasn't completely illegal at the time, or now I don't think it is. Yeah, so it's a very it's a grey area in terms of the law, and it's nice to sort of exploit that in a way and do something that is both lucrative, fun, and looks pretty cool to tourists and other people.